This is my smart lesson to explain the different tools that I use to create it. Right on this first page, I started with the shape recognition pen. I drew these rectangles and they recognized them as rectangles and made them, and then I was able to type right inside of them. The clocks that you see on the screen are from the Smart Toolkit. On this next slide, I would start explaining examples of clocks. I used the cell covers. So if I want to talk about just one example, I could have just one out. If I wanted to talk about all of them or specific ones, I could just cover them up. This table is locked in place, so it will not move. The next one turned into categorizing, sorting, grouping. Right here, if you click on the instructions when it is on a smart board, you will find me speaking, telling the directions. The kids are going to be sorting different analog clocks versus digital clocks. All they have to do, this table is locked in place. These objects are allowed to move, so they would take the object and sort it to which type of clock it is. On this next one, we will be using the magnifying glass to look at the answers to these questions. So as you can see, different ones. Um, I did miss something right at the top that I did use. It was the magic pen. For the magic pen, let me just make sure I click on it here. I was able to magnify and spotlight different things. So when I magnified, for instance, the word analog, I would draw a square around it, let it load for a second, and then it would magnify it right there. If I wanted to spotlight something, I could circle it. I hope that spotlights it as a circle. Yep, it sure did. Perfect. So I could spotlight a certain word if I only wanted to focus on one thing. Okay, back down to the next one. This is just a dancing clock. So the clock is linked to an attachment from the web. If you click on that, it'll take you to a fun video that's just about telling time. It's a little song. It's really fun for first graders. Right here, I also took this from the Smart Toolkit. This just helps first graders know I need to click on that dancing clock. This would kind of be my modeling time. So a couple different examples on how to tell time. And then we'd come to a reveal. They would have to move the box, say what time it is, move the box. It is 11 o'clock. Same with the next one. I would just be moving the box again. On this one, this is my multiple choice questions. The students will answer if it's an analog or digital clock. When they click on the correct answer, the animation will come up and it will spin. The other one will not spin. This one, I use the cover because I don't want the students writing the time until I call them up. Once they're called up, we would drag this down. They would get their invisible ink, and then they could write, for instance, 5 o'clock, and then it would disappear. Okay. And then on to the next one, same thing, using the invisible ink. This one, the students are erasing after they've said the time. So they would go to the eraser, erase, it is 2 o'clock. Here, we're revealing through color. So the students would come up, maybe write the time, and then we would drag and figure out what the correct time is. All these images were also from the toolkit, along with this page. This was the toolkit. I thought this could be used as a game. I'm able to manipulate this clock at the bottom that's actually telling time. This was from the Smart Toolkit. I could set it at 4 o'clock. Students would have to come up and show 4 o'clock on the analog and on the digital clock. Anything else? I think I've clicked everything. Locked objects, yes. Linking, yes. Okay, and that is all the tools that I used in this lesson.